Tes. Dengar Arif. Ada dengar tak?
Boleh dengar?
Ada dengar ke? Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Kita kembali untuk menghangatkan PETRONAS Malaysian Cub Prix untuk musim 2024 Pusingan yang pertama yang telah pun bermula lebih awal semalam untuk sesi lebih terarah kepada sesi warm-up, sesi latihan bebas dan juga kelayakan untuk semua kategori. Dan hari ini kita bermula dengan sesi warm-up di sebelah pagi untuk kategori CP125 kumpulan A terlebih dahulu. Dan saya ingat ini akan terus memberikan perkembangan dan juga secara langsung untuk anda. Dan apapun cuaca di sebelah pagi nampak lebih tenang, sejuk di pagi ini Daniel, dengan keadaan Litar masih basah hujan di awal pagi tadi.
Yeah, you can definitely see that the weather has taken a turn compared to what we saw yesterday. Rain was expected, but it didn't fall until overnight. So the only concern would be whether or not the rain will come later on in the afternoon. Of course, we are predicted that there is a 50% chance that we will see rain in the afternoon. But as for now, it is very damp conditions, so the riders will have to be careful. But this is valuable data for them to take back, just in case it should rain later on.
Ya, mungkin dengan kita mengharapkan tidak akan ada hujan lagi selepas, tapi untuk pelumba-pelumba dari segi nak adaptasi keadaan litar basah, saya rasa perlu, ini satu juga cabaran untuk mereka selepas malam. Sepanjang hari setiap sesi mereka turun adalah dalam keadaan litar yang kering, dan dalam keadaan kering semalam pun kita dapat lihat banyak jentera dan juga rider masih lagi cuba untuk menyesuaikan keadaan dari segi surface bersama dengan jentera di litar ini. Itu juga antara yang mencabar. Jadi hari ini mungkin akan ada cabaran baru sekiranya keadaan litar yang basah berterusan sehingga menuju dalam perlombaan nanti.
Abang Arif, dia orang ada simen dekat U-turn tu.
Untuk waktu ini kita perhatikan ada 14, sepatutnya 14 pelumba yang berada di litar, kecuali kalau setakat ialah jentera nombor 2 yang belum turun.
Abalan? Abalan, Abang Arif? Tadi saya tengah tekan talkback. Abang Arif? Yang lebih rapi ditampilkan oleh Syami Amsyar. Katakan 56 dan 315. Catatan masa ini mungkinlah tidak sebaik mana mereka lakukan sebagaimana dalam aksi semalam dan kelayakan. Ia lebih terarah kepada warm up penting untuk mereka sebelum mereka menuju dalam sesi yang lebih penting. Semalam kalau ikut 5 pelumba dalam kumpulan A yang telah melayakkan, mereka beraksi untuk perebutan grid 1 hingga 10 untuk shootout. Ialah Hari Ashraf, Syami Amsyar, Nur Hakim, Nur Hafizullah, Irfan Haikal serta Harith Haziq Zapri. 5 pelumba dalam kelompok hadapan 5 pelumba yang terpantas dalam kumpulan A ini. Farhan. Dia lagi berada di Litar 2007 juga dengan Haziq Rosmaza.
And it's Alif Daniel just showing a bit of skill work there with the rear tail sliding out. Harith Haziq currently in the damp conditions, he's shining quite brightly. 56.180 from Harith Haziq. Harith Haziq waiting for Yama Racing. So you go around the U-turn section. It's looking a lot smoother around there, which allows the riders to take that tight line. Now Harith Haziq hasn't improved on his lap time yet, but it's 57.3 from him. Personal best from Shamil Amshar, 56.315. So by the looks of it, should the weather be damp or rainy enough for it to call a damp track, Harith Haziq does look like he has decent pace. Follow Harith Haziq now, number 86. He makes his way down to the final section of the track, into the final turn. And again, it's looking a lot smoother around there, so this could be a decent lap time from Harith Haziq. He didn't have any traffic. Oof, nearly contact there. Senior van Heikal. Harith Haziq comes across 56.723. Just over 30 seconds left in the warm-up for the CP125A. We will have two shootouts for the CP125, shootout 1 and shootout 2. The first shootout will determine the final grid slots. For us to have 24 riders on the grid. Here is Irfan Haikal now. Irfan Haikal was one of those consistent performers, and we expect big things from Irfan Haikal with the improvements he's made throughout the seasons, but he comes across the line now, and he goes up a few places. He goes up to third. A 56.621 for Irfan Haikal right at the end of the session for warm-up. But no one able to knock Harith Haziq off the top spot. Here's Awal Muhammad Al Fikri there, the bright yellow, fluorescent yellow livery. Coming across the line now, we're just waiting for the last few riders to come across. So far, no changes in the lap times, no improvements for any of the riders remaining. For now, two riders haven't gone out, Harith Farhan and Haziq Rosmaza. The pair of them have chosen to sit out this one. So this is what the results look like for the CP125 warm-up A. Harith Haziq Zamri, he's fastest in his session. Shamil Amshar in second. Third is Irfan Haikal. Fourth, Afizat Supat. Fifth is Muhammad Alif Daniel. Sixth is Nur Hakim Nur Hafizullah. Seventh, Muhammad Idlan Hakimi Radwan. Eighth is Awal Muhammad Al Fikri. Coming in ninth is Lutfi Shah Narizman. 10th, Hari Ashraf Mahmud. 11th is Akil Danish. 12th is Firdaus Hamdan. 13th and 14th with no time is Muhammad Harith Farhan and Haziq Rosmaza. So that concludes the first warm-up session of the day. After this, we're going to go for a short break and we'll be back with the CP125B warm-up session. Stay tuned.
Baik, kita nak teruskan untuk melihat perkembangan setiap pasukan. Saya bersama dengan Sifu untuk jaturan jamaah Wawai Pang. Sifu, selamat pagi Sifu.
Okey.
Baik, kita melihat musim ini lain dari segi line up rider kedua-dua kategori. Mungkin Sifu boleh perjelaskan lebih lanjut untuk kedua kategori dari segi line up rider ini.
Ini tahun Sifu ada, punya tim ada tukar rider 2. 150 ada tukar Aiman. Aiman tukar nama Tunggu.
Ya.
Itu 125 itu ada tukar satu Koyo. Koyo tukar itu Safiz. Itu apa? Faris. Faris. Faris naik 150 lah.
Okay.
Ini tahun kita punya target kalau boleh maintain balik 125 champion lagi 150 ada top 5. Saya sudah main happy lah.
Okey, setakat hari pertama Sifu menuju hari ini, hari lebih penting ialah untuk shootout CP125 atau Superpose 150 sebelum perlumbaan. Sifu melihat persaingan untuk musim ni lain-lain pasukan untuk ke arah pasukan Wawai Pang juga.
Ini ada sibuk sikit lah. Ini kali first time kita lagi pindah kita punya kedai. Ada sibuk sikit tapi boleh lah. Lagi second race memang boleh maintain semua.
Good luck Sifu untuk Wawai Pang.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bila kalau kat belakang berlatar belakang ada warna-warna ungu, warna-warna purple ni, kita bersama dengan YAM Racing Team lah. Okey, biasa Big Boss ada kan saya. Selamat pagi terlebih dahulu. Okey, apa pun kita nak tahu juga persiapan lain sikit untuk YAM Racing dengan segi line up rider. Mungkin boleh perjelaskan dari segi line up untuk musim baru ni.
Hang cakap design atau rider?
Rider dia.
Rider baru.
Okey.
Kita kena set up lagi. Cari lagi.
Okey.
Pasal dia selama dia bawa Cub Prix untuk 8 tahun untuk Yamaha,
Ya.
ubah my Honda, dia akan set up tak sama.
Ini untuk Haziq.
Ya.
Okey. Setakat hari pertama semalam feedback Haziq bersama dengan tim macam mana dengan?
Bagus. Pasal dia ada experience. Dia cakap yang barang kita setuju. Kita akan support dia.
Target tim untuk musim ni?
Kita cuba lah.
Nampak ada Damo.
Damo untuk bantu rider lah.
Good luck untuk YAM Racing Team.
Thank you.
Alright, good luck.
Join us back once again now for the warm-up for the B group of the CP125. And again, it's damp conditions on the track, but we do expect the weather to improve and the track conditions to dry up within the next few hours before we have the important sessions like the shootout and the Super Bowl. And then we're following Izam Iqmal. Izam is one of those riders who flourishes in the wet. He has his very nearly iconic sliding style when it comes to the rear tire. So he has a tendency of being able to whip the bike around the corner nicely in the wet conditions. It's a short warm-up session, just 10 minutes. You'll see that some riders will opt not to come out, and now we have a few decent times coming through. Abdullah Koyum has just gone up at 57.236. Izam Iqmal momentarily was on top, and now he's down in third, 57.717. Ara Tsunami, he's one of those riders who does go around well in the wet. He's gone up into second. And then we had a great shot of Izam Iqmal and his sliding antics. That wouldn't be a corner where Izam would like to slide around. Bit of a more risky portion of the track to do that on, with the amount of flow that there is there. There's Aiputra Sukarno, another fast young rider. You see that they're just able to take that tight line. I think they've done something to improve that last turn. Follow this large group of riders. Oh, and someone's fallen down there in the background. Could tell that was, I think that was Ara Tsunami. Looked like the Windbox bike. And yeah, by the looks of it, I do believe that is Ara Tsunami. That's the 57 there. That new baby blue machinery. I see so much debris on the track there from the tarmac. For now, there is Shafiq Izarik, qualified first in the CP125B yesterday. The Warmup outfit has really been a strong force in the CP125. And looking to continue the dominance of Warmup. Last year we had a battle between nearly 3 of the riders down till the final round. There was a championship fight between Shafiq and Heidi in the end. Faris Hafiz, he was part of that trio, but he has now graduated up into the CP150 class. You're looking at Abdullah Qayyum, then number 28, but that's Daniel Johan just popping up in this group. Now we're looking at the number 28 of Abdullah Qayyum. Abdullah Qayyum has been an improving rider. He's done excellently in the Y16 ZR Master class in the past 2 seasons. He's been improving gradually in Cub Prix as well. Sometimes with certain riders, you can see that they just needed that little bit of extra time to hone their skills, and they'll find something special. Oof, that was getting dicey there between Izam and Shafiq. They make their way now through the slippery Jasin layout that we have here. These damp conditions, they are quite deceptive. Sometimes you feel like it's drying up more than it really is, and then you try to push one time and it will punish you. But he's looking very composed and in control of the situation. Daniel Johan there as well, picking up the pace. Johan trying to make a move on the outside of Izam, and he does make it stick. So Daniel Johan, another rider, another name on the rise. Here we follow this train of riders now with 2 minutes left in the warm-up session for the CP 1 to 5B. Into the last 10 now. Some went way wide there. Just allowing Daniel Johan, Shafiq and Adi Putra Sukarno to get past. Now Izam finds himself behind Adi Putra. Daniel Johan improves his time, goes up into third momentarily and down back into fourth. Araf Tsunami betters his time as well. As Farid Iqbal, he goes into second. So right now the order is first Abdullah Qayyum, second Farid Iqbal, third Araf Tsunami, fourth is Daniel Johan, fifth is Adi Putra Sukarno, sixth is Shafiq Izarek. That's a Wimbox bike being ridden by Araf Tsunami. Arash had that crash early on in the session, but he's picked the bike up and he's just continued on. Not too far behind Arash there is Hazik Hamdan. Full out of Tsunami now around the carousel portion of the track. That's the first couple of turns. I can feel sketchy going around a big loop like that in the wind. You can see how Tsunami sliding the bike through. Very well controlled, very well composed. But with that said and done, the checker flag will be out now, and that will conclude the CP 1 to 5B warm-up session. And a few takeaways would be that we have some impressive times coming through in these damp conditions. But Wairapang still very strong with the likes of Abdullah Qayyum, Shafiq. Still excelling in these conditions. Full Araf Tsunami now down to the start finish line. Comes across. Still improvements to 56.657. We do have a follower in the background there. That should be American Danish, I believe. There's a great view of the carousel roundabout portion with the Love Jasin signboard with the beautiful flora all around it. And for now, this is what the results look like for the CP 1 to 5B. Abdullah Qayyum Abdul Razak fastest in the session in this damp warm-up session. Second is Farid Iqbal, third is Shafiq Izarek, fourth is Araf Tsunami, fifth is Daniel Johan, sixth is Adi Putra Sukarno, seventh is Hazik Hamdan, eighth is Izam Iqbal. Coming in 9th is Adib Haris Hazwat, 10th is Ahmad Ikram Danish, 11th is Muhammad Alif Ashraf, 12th is Afizi Subat, 13th is Sharul Ezwan, 14th Adam Haikal Jahar, and with no time is Muhammad Danish Hakimi Mahadi. So we're going to head to a short break, but before that we're going to head down to Azamubin, who is at the paddock, and then we're going to take a short break and we'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
TKKR Racing Team. Ini pasti kemeriahan terus dirasai lah untuk tersambungnya pusingan pertama. Saya bersama dengan Adam. Kita tengok TKKR line up dari segi line up rider masih sama, jadi mungkin kita nak tahu jugalah musim lalu ialah perjuangan tu dah boleh lupakan, tapi untuk musim ni mungkin ada boleh kongsikan.
Musim ni sama juga macam semua tim nak jaga cari kemenangan. Tapi daripada semalam kita tengok motor ada dekat situ tapi ada mistik-mistik sikit yang kita dapat nak elak. So tahun ni harap adalah podium boleh bawa balik.
Dari segi feedback rider untuk kedua kategori setakat ni?
Semua feedback okey lah, tak ada yang memperasangkan untuk kita orang. Macam kita orang tahu rider boleh, ada kekurangan sikit je.
Pula Dam untuk tim.
Ramai yang telah mencuba Petronas Max 95 dengan Pro Drive. Mari kita dengar apa kata mereka.
Kita tekan sikit, dia akan pergi jauh.
Kereta memang berdesup je.
Ringan, dijimat.
Saya setuju.
Petronas Max 95
dengan Pro Drive
Adalah yang terbaik.
ia memangnya lancar, responsif dan efisien.
Ianya petrol pilihan kami. Kini dengan piawaian Euro 4M.
Baik, kita bersama dengan Syarul Yuzi untuk pasukan Honda Estrimo Yuzi Racing Team. Selamat pagi bang.
Selamat pagi, Assalamualaikum.
Salam bang. Alright, musim baru kita tengok dari segi persiapan pasukan mantap dan juga ada kemasukan pelumba muda. Darwish, mungkin boleh abang bagi feedback untuk kategori perdana dulu lah. Syazaz masih sama Azroy, tapi Darwish kemasukannya.
Ya, syukur Alhamdulillah, orang kata 2024 ni kita masih berlumba lagi dengan keadaan yang baik kan. Jadi pasukan kami membariskan pelumba seorang pelumba muda iaitu Darwish dan Azroy dan juga Syazraz. Jadi pada masa yang sama kita perlukan seorang rider yang orang kata yang muda dan baik lah. Jadi saya harap dan saya yakin pada line up yang kita ada pada tahun 2024 ni akan orang kata membuahkan hasil yang baik lah. Okey, dari segi praktis malam kalau kita lihat Azroy orang kata telah menunjukkan prestasi yang baik dengan Darwish dan juga Syazraz. Dalam pada masa yang sama regulation baru ni ada agak memudahkan sedikit pada kami. Orang kata rider orang kata banyak komen bila buka throttle tu tak cukup tak berapa agresif, jadi mereka lebih yakin. Dan pada masa yang sama kita lihat pada hari ni insya-Allah orang kata kalau rezeki tu ada kita boleh orang kata berada dalam podium lah. InsyaAllah lah orang kata rezeki tu tak salah alamat kan. InsyaAllah rezeki tu kepada kami lah.
InsyaAllah. Satu lagi inilah soalan bang. Kriteria yang ada Darwish yang membuatkan abang memilih Darwish untuk melengkapkan pelumba ketiga.
Ya, kalau diikutkan umur dia masih 15 tahun. 16 tahun dia pada bulan 12, 31 bulan 12. Jadi dia dalam masa yang sama dia telah berlumba dalam ATC Asian Talent Cup dan juga 250 bersama Bonsi Honda. Dalam pada masa yang sama saya rasa dia cukup orang kata dari segi badan dia pun kalau saya letak dia di CP125 ada agak orang kata kekurangan, dia ada agak berat, tapi dalam CP140 ni bukan hanya motosikal tidak menjadi masalah, tetapi cuma kata dari segi riding dan juga pengalaman. So Darwish hanya perlukan orang kata mencari pengalaman dia berada dalam CP140 ni. Jadi saya harap dia boleh cepat orang kata menimba ilmu tu daripada abang-abang yang lain. Jadi insya-Allah orang kata dia akan tunjukkan satu prestasi yang baik pada tahun 2024 ni.
Bola abang.
Now we're looking at, once again, still damp conditions. The weather far from ideal for some racing action. Ideally, you'd either want some properly wet track conditions or properly dry, but right now what we have is just a light coating of dampness on top of the tarmac. And it's really causing some degree of difficulty for the riders out there, but plenty of them well experienced to these conditions. But it nevertheless will be a tough challenge. The tail just whipping around there for Adib Rosli. And his new number 30 number on the front of his bike. Adib, a very well experienced racer, of course, from the CP1 days. And gosh, how many years ago? He's been one of those who really has been so consistent in racing. Yeah, we always look forward to seeing Adib Rosli out on track. I think for Adib especially, it was a long time coming that he would go to the CP150 class. You're always wondering whether it would happen or not, because it's seen for a while that he was contented staying with the CP125s, but seeing him into the CP150, so if you're a fan of Cub Prix for a long time, you will enjoy seeing that. So now just under 7 minutes left in this warm-up session. Just getting a slow indication of what the times are going to look like. Ayman Tayrudin just setting a 53.7. So Ayman starting off the morning with a decent time. Ayman, of course, after dropping down into the CP125 class, he's looking to make an improvement in his comeback season into the CP150. He's one of those riders who's been in the CP150 almost since we've had CP150s as a premier class, if I remember correctly. The time that he got demoted down to CP105, it did come to a surprise to many, because he's always been a brilliant talent, but I guess for him it was just have to try and bridge that gap. He didn't have his downtime, and once he gets back into the groove, he's really absolutely brilliant. And I think in the CP125, we saw Ayman slowly and steadily getting into the groove again, and I think that's probably just what he needed. He needed somewhat of a reset. I think that's what it really gave him. You can see him now in these damp conditions. He's thriving. He's just done a 53.175. The closest to him is Farid's Afiz. So Farid's Afiz, we know he's a wet weather specialist. Oh, okay, Afiz has just gone up in second and pushed Farid's Afiz down into third. So here's the thing, this is the first session where we're seeing Akidas is not on top, and that is someone off that looks like Helmi Azman. In the helmet that it might be him, but it's not. It's a early crash there in the warm-up session. We're midway through the warm-up session, the fast coming the warm-up session. And by the looks of it, everyone is out of track, so it's a bit different from what we saw. So this is what happened here. That's it's just a slide off there. Can't do much about it. That's what you get when you have these slippery conditions, and it really does bring a bit of chaos to the racing scenarios when it is wet like this. The riders will have to be cautious with how they go about it. And knowing our local boys, they will keep on pushing despite the conditions, and it'll fit you. See, this is why I love wet weather riding. everyone around me in the commentary box and such will always say wet weather riding takes away the essence of racing, but I love it because it brings names like Aiman, Idul Fitri, Faris. It brings them all into the conversation right now, and it is beautiful to see that. Sometimes you just see wet weather specialist riders just come out of nowhere. You can start seeing a dry line coming up ahead. You see the carousel, there's a proper dry line forming. Our fifth now has just improved. Kasma Daniel as well, he's gone up into second place, so Kasma finding the rhythm in these damper conditions. Zakir Muhammad still not finding the pace. This is very uncharacteristic from Zakir in the early portion of the season. Usually by round 1 and round 2 we already see some excellent results from Zakir, but it's just not happening for Zakir this time around. It's a bit concerning for him. But maybe it's the reverse of what he's done all this while. Maybe he thinks I'll go easy in the first 2 rounds and build up my momentum. We all know what a good rider Zakir can be. For those who joined us for the Asia Road Racing Championship, Zakir did get crowned champion Nativ as Asia 1 make. Race winner there as well. So Zakir does not lack any of the skill required to be at the top. We've known that for quite some time now. This time in Jasin has just not been the best. So he's just set his personal best in this session. It's gone up into 12th place, 53.243. That's the best, that's the highest position we've seen with Zakir. Oh, we can sense, oh, and down goes Kasmat Daniel. And that was just, that was just fun running away from him. It is very slippery, but you can see they've patched it up a bit at the U-turn. So the last turn there, yeah, it looked like they've done something to flatten it out somewhat. But it's damp conditions, and you can make a track as flat as perfect as you want. When it's damp, and you can lose the front that easily. And that was just what happened to Kasma there. Just a light fall for him, so it wouldn't shake him up too much. Kami Azman looking strong again. And somebody needs to check what water Akid Aziz is drinking, because he's the only rider below a 52. A 51.980 from Akid Aziz. That puts him on the top. And it's just unbelievable. Akid Aziz, this guy is special. He's found something so different within himself. And you can see that, these are issues there for Akid as from front carousel. But you can see something about Akid. Ever since he got that momentum last season, he's carried it into the Asia Road Racing Championship as well. And mind you, he was gapping a lot of people in Cub Prix. He managed to get a significant gap, especially in Zhuhai, against all the underboard racers, and in underboard on a big track. That's not an easy task. Speaking of which, Akid Aziz just improved his lap time even further, 51.312. Akid Aziz just the absolute star of the show right now. The teammate Ahmad Ahmed Bamran in second place. Azroy finally bumping up to the top 3. It's all changed up once again. Fitri goes up to third. Faizekli goes up into fourth. But Amri in fifth. Azroy Hakim Anwar goes down into sixth. Kami Azman goes down as well into seventh. And Ayman Tahiruddin in eighth. Nazir Alizan in ninth. Kasma Daniel relegated down into 10. Checkered flag waving, the dry line is starting to appear, so the weather is proceeding as we expected. It will climb up, and we expect sunny skies coming up later in the day, but perhaps some cloud cover as well to give some cooling areas for our fans. For now, the CP150 warm-up results, fastest once again, and most in every session is Akid Aziz at 51.312 in the damp conditions. Afif Amran in second place, Idul Fitri in third, Faiz Zabri Sabri in fourth, Iqbal Amri in fifth, sixth is Azra Hakim Anwar, seventh is Helmi Azman, eighth is Muhammad Aiman Tahiruddin, coming in ninth is Nazirul Izzat, 10th is Kasma Daniel, 11th is Faris Afiz, Emil Itzar is 1 in 12th, Ahmad Shukran Aizat in 13th, Hafiz Arofa in 14th, Muhammad Muzakir in 15th. 16th is Charles Shazra, 17th Hazik Muhammad Fairuz, 18th is Ahmad Darwishi, 19th is Shafiq Rosli, 20th Arif Rosli, 21st Muhammad Shafiq Rasul, 22nd Tunku Amirul Hafiruddin, 23rd and 24th Farid Hakimi and Amirul Arif Musa. So that concludes the CP150 warm-up session. Stay tuned. We will head down to Aslan Mubin in the paddock with more interviews, and then we'll head to a short break and we'll be back with more action on track. Stay tuned.
Baik, tak lain tak bukan Abang Fuad untuk pasukan LB Tag Racing. Bang, untuk musim baru kita tahu ada perubahan dari segi line-up rider juga. Jadi setakat ini mungkin boleh berikan perkembangan untuk pasukan menuju musim yang panjang musim 2024 ni.
Okey, dengan adanya line-up baru, Harith Farhan dan Syarul Izzuan dapat membantu pasukan untuk mencari data yang lebih baik lagi. Kita cuba improve daripada tahun yang lepas-lepas. Dan di mana kalau kita tengok pada Harith, dia experience sangat-sangat bagus. Dan Syarul Izzuan pernah berlumba dengan saya dulu, ketika dulu, dan saya tahu karakter dia macam mana, dan kita akan cuba mendapatkan pelarasan yang terbaik lah. Kita cuba perbaiki lagi keputusan sebelum-sebelum ni, dan kalau kita lihat di pusingan pertama ni, dia punya feedback daripada rider lebih baik daripada sebelum ni, dan kita mengharapkan kita berada di top 5 lah nanti insya-Allah.
Adanya Harith Farhan, adanya Syarul Izzuan, ialah peluang pengalaman pun penting untuk pasukan. Tapi setakat ini bang, apa perkara yang merisaukan paling utama untuk pasukan dalam nak berikan cabaran yang terbaik?
Merisaukan, sometimes kita tak boleh nak duga, kadang-kadang ada berlakunya technical problem, dan kita cuba solvekan problem tu. InsyaAllah kalau kita boleh solvekan small mistake, InsyaAllah kita berada di hadapan. InsyaAllah.
Alright, kita selain Abang Fuad yang turut memberikan cabaran terutama untuk CP125 adalah untuk pasukan Brothers 7 Tag Racing. Saya bersedia bagi video yang paling tepat lah untuk tanyakan perkembangan. Ini baru pusingan pertama untuk pasukan Brothers 7. Kita tahu lebih pada memberi peluang kepada rider-rider muda utamanya. Okey, setakat inilah menuju perlumbaan untuk pusingan 2024.
Saingan memang sengit, dan kita bagi peluang kepada rider-rider muda untuk mencuba nasib kita. Dan saya akui benda ni bukan satu benda baru bagi saya, satu benda baru bagi tim. Tapi insyaAllah kita akan buat yang terbaik walaupun macam-macam halangan, macam-macam dugaan. Ini race. Race tak lari daripada masalah. Tapi insyaAllah Brother 7 akan buat yang terbaik.
Peribadi dan juga sasaran Brother 7 untuk musim 2024.
Saya tak letakkan sasaran yang terlampau tinggi untuk musim 2024. Lagi-lagi pada CP125, kita membariskan 2 pelumba muda untuk motor 77 Lutfi dan motor 75 Danish. Cukup untuk dia timba pelajaran, cukup untuk dia ambil segala pengalaman yang ada, dan sasaran kami lebih tertumpu ke arah Wira KBS. Kepada rider nombor 79 Aiman. Brother 7 buat yang terbaik, itu saja.
Ulang untuk Brother 7.
Terima kasih.
Alright, Yamaha Extreme 27 Racing. kita kacau pula pasukan tengah sibuk persiapan. Alright, kita tahu musim lepas pun antara yang sentiasa mencabar. Jadi perkembangan untuk musim baru, rider pun pertukaran. Itu yang kita nak tahu untuk S127 Racing.
Okey, kami pasukan development, so pasukan yang buat rider lah. So
Try lah. Okey, tak apa. Dari segi line up ada kita tengok ada perubahan. Ialah Adib dengan gandingan baru. Okey, mungkin boleh kongsikan dari segi rider untuk musim ini.
Sasaran kami untuk tahun ni, Adib, yang dua rider baru kami, Syami dengan Akid, lebih kepada pembangunan lah. So target saya mungkin dalam tahun ni, proses development dia, mungkin dia akan tahun depan dia akan perform. Kami tak menaruh harapan tinggi sebab dia masih dalam proses.
Adib Asyad yang paling senior lah kalau ikut dalam pasukan kes. Peribadi untuk Adib, mungkin mengharapkan podium untuk musim ini?
Saya memang bagi vibe yang positif untuk dia orang podium lah. Yang penting dia punya stress level dia, fizikal dia dengan skill dia saya rasa okey.
Bola untuk pasukan.
Okey, terima kasih.
Once again, I wish everyone a good morning and welcome back to the Cub Prix Championship, the PETRONAS Malaysian Cub Prix. This is the 2024 season and this is the first action on the grid that we are getting for the season. It's the PETRONAS Sprinter Pro-Am Cup Heat. Now, for those who have been joining us from yesterday, you will know this for a fact, but we will remind you once again, the PETRONAS Sprinter Pro-Am Cup has changed in regulations. They are now using 150cc machineries, similar to the CP150s, but of course with different regulations here and there to make the action competitive and fun. So far, we've seen some interesting results, and we've also had the welcome back to Zulhilmi Yazid. For those who joined us in 2022, you'll remember Zulhilmi being a very much a star performer. Most notable will be the ones in Sepang, where him and the machinery were paired beautifully, and he's qualified in 11th yesterday. But the star of yesterday's action was definitely Alaf Hairul Nizan, Zaki Ahmad Zamri, and Shafiq Nazrul Abdullah, the top three on the grid there that you can see. Harith Rosamanza as well, performing quite well, and Alan Haris Herman coming into Pro-Am after a spell in Wira. Exciting action coming up for the rest of the day, but this is the appetizer for the Sunday that we have here in Jasin. Now we're waiting. We saw the 3-minute board. Now there goes the 1-minute board, and the riders will be flagged off row by row for their sighting lap, their formation lap, and then we will have some action underway. 8 laps of the PETRONAS Sprinter Pro-Am Cup Heat. 8 rapid laps in these very much mixed conditions, 50-50. There will be portions where the riders can flex that throttle through. There will be portions where the riders will have to be very careful. This is where it gets interesting. Who is willing to take the risk in these conditions? Of course, in the heat, taking a risk could also mean ruining your race later on, but not getting a good grip position in a small, tight track like Jasin would definitely be a disturbance to the race routine coming up later. Now they're being flagged off row by row. We will have the grid, starting grids up on the screen shortly. You can see slippery flags being waved. That's the orange and red striped, yellow and red striped flags. See that dry line just forming up. That's where most of the riders wouldn't be riding on from the earlier sessions. They will be cautious for the Pro-Am Cup. This is the first time they've gone on a track in these damp conditions here, especially with the new 150cc machineries. It's a whole new challenge. The feeling will be different, the weight is different, the power is very, very much different as well. See a light breeze waving through the flags. Of course, changes to the bikes being used will bring an advantage to some, but it will also bring a disadvantage to those who have just gotten used to the previous dimensions setups. This round one will be very much a learning curve for the PETRONAS Sprinter Pro-Am Cup racers. Now they form up onto the grid. Red flag being held up there by the marshal. Yellow flags in the back to indicate to the riders to slow down and get into their respective grid positions carefully. We're just waiting now for the last few riders to get into their positions. We will be underway. 8 laps of the PETRONAS Sprinter Pro-Am Cup Heat. This is the first grid action that we're getting on the 2024 PETRONAS Malaysian Cub Prix season. This is the appetizer for the action later on this afternoon. Green flag being waved at the back of the grid. And we are ready. The lights will come on and they're off. It's a great start from Shafiq Nazrul. All the way on the left of your screen there and into the first turn is Alaf Hairul Nizan, who gets the whole shot and into the line with some bumps there. Everyone's being a bit cautious as Dan patches all around the carousel portion of the track. And right now, still in the lead is Alaf Hairul Nizan, and no disturbance to the order, but it looks like Alaf runs wide. I think Zaki Ahmad just came through there momentarily, but Alaf regains his position into the lead. This is the opening lap, but the Zaki Ahmad fights back. He had the better exit, the better drive through the turns there. So we have someone who's fallen off there. That's a fast average crash. We could not make out who that was that went off. That was a fast rapid crash there, right into the airbag. Into the last turn, this caused a lot of problems for people yesterday, but they've done something to improve the situation there, and everyone's coming through safely. You can see how cautious everyone is being. No one's really just throwing the bike in. Right now, Zaki Ahmad who's pulling away. Alaf has dropped back into third. Adam's Maza went up into second. Ooh, looks like bike issues there for Alaf Fairulisa. He's looking down. It could be an issue with shifting. It looked like he was struggling to get the bike into gear. Alaf, I think he's dropped down into fourth now. That's Shamin Ayman who's gone in front of him. So Shamin Ayman Mahadi has gone up into third. And it looks like Alaf might lose another place to Shafiq Nazrul now. He's trying to charge in from behind. This is the second lap of the Petronas Sprinter Pro-Am Cup Heat. Coming down there, you can see Andros Mazda trying to hold on as well. Zaki Ahmad, he has the comfort and the gap of quite a bit behind him. Andros Mazda trying to hold on, but looks like Shamin Ayman trying to bite onto the carousel, but not close enough yet. Looks like that move is coming from Shamin Ayman. He wants to improve his starting position for the race later on this afternoon. Now Zaki Ahmad taking charge at the front. Who's this has gone off there? That's Shafiq Sharan Nizam. Sharan Nizam, that's at the last turn. So let's see what happened here. It's going into the brakes. Ooh, it's contact. So it's two riders involved there. So Shafiq Sharan on the outside, just tumbled over by Danish Fitri Amizam. Danish Fitri as well, he's dropped down like a brick through water. He's just gone all the way down to 21st now. Look back at the action a bit further ahead. Looks like Shafiq Nazrul has gone past Alaf. Alaf really just a horror start. Looks like he does have bike issues, however. Amir Ashraf now trying to hold off the charge from Aki Jamali, Alan Haris, and Shafiq Ashraf. Alan Haris did not get the best of starts, and oh, that's a move down the carousel. It's aggressive there. That was from Shafiq Ashraf. Shafiq Ashraf, we saw him last season going really well. So we just got the confirmation that the improvements made to the sections where we had issues with the tarmac. Ooh, hold on, before that, number 45, that's Amir Ashraf, his cover set's coming off. Ooh, Shafiq Ashraf, who's having a great race, has just gone off there in the second to last turn, so that's unfortunate. But Amir Ashraf's cover set is coming off there. That is going to be really dangerous if that comes off. So they're going to have to flag him off. I believe they will get a technical flag. That is not safe to have going around. Mawun Loon, he's gone up a few places. He's up in the 10th now. So Mawun Loon has improved his position and really a veteran in this sport right now, Mawun Loon. Whether you're a fan or not, you got to love what he's doing. Oh, Ashraf's bike is just absolutely falling apart at this point. The cover set is just gonna fly up at any moment, but Mawun Loon manages to get away from the pressure of Rafiq Noman and Hadal Fidas Nazin. He's got his eyes set on Amir Ashraf. Mawun Loon, you can see he's just closing on. 3.5 laps remaining. Mawun Loon looks like he's going to try to pull the move into the last turn. Will he get close enough with the brakes? But it looks like he's not close enough unless it's a mistake from Amir Ashraf. There was a slight mistake. Mawun Loon aggressive, but Mawun Loon messes it up and touches the rear of Amir Ashraf's tire. That is so unfortunate. It was a mistake by Amir Ashraf. He went very slow around the apex. Mawun Loon tried to capitalize, but it just got too close to comfort, and Mawun Loon drops down a few positions now. That's so unfortunate. It was looking like a beautiful start to the day for Maunu, but it's not to be yet. And yeah, there we go. Ashraf has realized that he can't continue this way. He has to retire from this heat. That is so unfortunate, but that happens in racing. It's how the cookie crumbles at times. Beautiful slight action there. That was Imran Hadi. It's like someone with a bit of supermoto experience there. And that's right, 2.5 laps remaining in the Petronas Sprinter Pro Cup heat. Ooh, Zaki Ahmad, he's getting pressure now from Shamin Aiman. It looked like Zaki Ahmad had breathing room, but not only is pressure coming from Shamin Aiman, Harith Rosmaza trying to pull the move on the inside. Harith Rosmaza aggressive, but Shamin Aiman trying to close the door. Nearly contact. Harith Rosmaza comes through into second. That does give Zaki Ahmad a bit of breathing room, a bit of a gap now for him to try and pull away for the final lap. But this is going to get really close because Harith Rosmaza, he's on a charge. He's not giving up anytime soon. So the manufacturers right now, it's a Yamaha bike at the front and 2 Hondas behind him. Ooh, Zaki Ahmad really trying to hold on there. They're still taking that wider line. I think the wider line just gets you onto the exit a bit faster. But this is getting dicey now. It's the final lap. The Petronas Sprinter Pro Cup heat. The appetizer for the action of round 1. They go around the carousel, F1 safety tool. And I think Harith Rosmaza, he's going to pull a move at the same turn where he saw on Shamin Aiman. And there goes Harith Rosmaza, aggressive on the inside. Late on the brakes, but Zaki Ahmad, even later, that was well composed and well controlled. And it looks like Zaki Ahmad did have the advantage coming out of the corner. The better drive. Zaki Ahmad looks like he does have the breathing room. I don't think Harith Rosmaza is going to get close enough. It would not be wise to try and pull such an aggressive maneuver into the last turn, especially it being only the heat, not the race. Here we come now. There goes Zaki Ahmad going a bit defensive on his line choice. Ooh, Shamin Aiman trying to fight at the very last minute, but it's not going to be close enough. And it ends like this for the first 5 session of the day. Zaki Ahmad in first, Harith Rosmaza second, Shamin Aiman Mahadi in third. Shamin Abdullah, great fight for him into fourth. Alan Hadisherman managed to claw his way back into fifth. Akid Jumali sixth, Alaparuniza seventh, Zulhimi Yazid, great fight from him, improvement up into eighth. This is what the results look like for the Petronas Sprinter Pro Cup heat. Zaki Zamri, he's the winner of the heat session. He will be starting from pole position. Harith Rosmaza in second, Shamin Aiman Mahadi in third, Shamin Abdullah in fourth, fifth is Alan Haris Herman, sixth is Akid Jumali, seventh is Alap Harul Nizan, eighth is Zulhami Yazid. Coming in 9th is Harul Firas Kadzim, 10th is Muhammad Arfiq Hilman, 11th is Shafiq Ashraf, 12th is Imran Hadi, 13th is Irfan Arenan, 14th Afan Fakri Razi, 15th is Mawun Loon. Sixteenth is Muhammad Rushdi Muhammad Shari, 17th is Shi Wun Seong, 18th is Hazik Rosmaza, 19th Amir Ashraf, 20th is Shafiq Sharun Nizam, and this is the DNFs Muhammad Danish Fitri, Aimizam, Hasafendi Hassan. And 23rd and 24th, Angbang Siang and Raja Nazrin Raja Aswal. So that's how it shapes up for the Petronas Sprinter Pro and Cup Heat, the first one of the 2024 season. We're going to head down to Aslan Mubin with interviews down at the paddock.
Alright, Petronas MAM Sprinter 31 Racing Team. Kita tahu dalam Wira KBS memangnya cukup hangat kita sebelum kita saksikan. Okey, untuk musim ini, Bos Siva, apa khabar?
Khabar baik. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi. Alright. Kita nak berikan tuan, okey, CP125 Wira KBS lah dengan kemasukan Farish Putra, Farid Faizal. Kira kombinasi pelumba muda mungkin boleh berikan perkembangan untuk musim 2024 ni.
Musim 2024 saya rasa satu tahun yang banyak ada perubahan di kelas CPU 125 juga. Dia sudah buat had umur, which is very good for Wira KBS riders where they go up to CP 125. Dia masih boleh di top 5, top 10. Itu satu bagus untuk CP 125 punya rider. So untuk Wira KBS tahun ini, Team 31 Racing, we are strong, I think. Daripada result semalam, Farish Putra cemerlang di praktis 1-2 dengan qualifying. So saya rasa kita akan bangkit menjadi juara tahun ini di Wira KBS.
Memang Farid Putra nampak begitu menyelah. Okey, selain itu Bos mungkin boleh kongsikan teammate yang lain juga, bagaimana feedback mereka yang nak catch up Farid. Farid Faizal juga baru dibawa masuk kan untuk musim ini.
Farid Faizal dengan Subhani Dani itu daripada One Make, Ryan daripada One Make juga daripada tahun lepas. So saya rasa bila ada satu rider yang boleh bawa rider yang baru, boleh bawa, maksud saya macam Farish Putra ni, feedback bagus, cepat tangkap apa yang setting baru tu. So dia boleh bawa rider-rider lain bersama dia lah. And kita senang compare data-data dengan Farish Putra dengan rider-rider lain.
Good luck Bos Siva untuk 31 Racing musim ini.
Thank you.
Menarik juga, terutamanya kemasukan Adi Putra, ada juga Akif Abdullah untuk pasukan Honda KC Racing. Okay, Bos, good morning.
Good morning.
Alright, dengan adanya dua pelumba yang dilihat mampu untuk berikan cabaran, mungkin boleh perkembangan untuk pasukan Honda KC Racing.
Ya.
Feedback Bos bagaimana dua Adi dan juga
Adi sama Akif. Ya. Okey.
Setakat ini bagaimana mereka adapt dengan pasukan? Dan ini musim baru juga mereka bersama dengan Honda KC.
Ini musim baru yang rider baru Akif sama Adi Putra.
Ya. Okey. Macam mana mereka dengan tim setakat ni?
Bagus, okey. Pada strong.
Okay. Apa lagi yang Bos nampak untuk Akif, terutamanya Akif daripada difahamkan ada kecederaan. Tapi macam mana dia boleh catch up juga untuk first pre-practice nampak kurang sikit, kemudian dia comeback semula.
Sebab dia ada kaki ada sakit sikit lah semalam. Lagi lama sudah tak training lah. Macam tu lah. Lepas tu qualifying sudah okey lah.
Target untuk Akif dan juga Adi Putra untuk musim ni?
Rasa okey lah. Bagus.
Champion?
Boleh fight. Cuba fight.
Itulah untuk Honda KC Racing Team.
Baik, kita kembali semula. Saya kembali bersama dengan Daniel untuk kita teruskan aksi dan juga sesi berikutnya, yang pastinya kita akan menuju perlumbaan nanti. Tetapi untuk waktu ini kita beralih kepada kategori A1 Credit Service Yamaha 135LC Technic Challenge. Pada ini ialah sesi warm up terlebih dahulu ini. Mereka ke semua pelumba semalam mereka telah pun mengharungi sesi latihan bebas dan juga sesi kelayakan untuk pelumba-pelumba muda. Kalau kita berbalik semalam untuk sesi kelayakan, kita menyaksikan Muhammad Al-Syafiq Abdul Zaki dan juga Zakwan Anas yang berjaya lakukan di bawah 58 saat masing-masing dengan 57.279 saat ini dengan Zakwan Anas 57.917 saat.
Shazrin Jamcha once again showing his dominance in this category. Been very consistent all throughout the weekend so far. We've seen the winnings of him already last year as well. He's looking to slowly find his way to those consistent results. Paddock as well, top 3 there. But Al-Shafiq is the latest rider to reach the top there. Up into second, Shadisman Rodsli up into third. Navanas looking decent in these mixed conditions. We'll say it's much more drying conditions already. Seems to be a little bit more drier than wet, but it's hard to tell from these angles. But it does allow them to push quite a bit more compared to what we saw in the earlier morning sessions. Those were very unideal conditions, we would say.
Ya, di sini selepas terakhir dan informasi permukaan kita.
Yeah, we got confirmation that they cemented the areas that had damage to it. There's 2 portions of the track that got cement over it, so it allows the riders to use whatever bag they please now once again. Big credit to the organizers and the marshals for fixing track time through the city council as well. We're getting it all done. Safety is always in the minds of racing, and we love to see anything that helps to protect the riders.
Pun nampak nak sedikit break. Kita percaya juga harapan dari pelumba-pelumba harapkan akan kembali kering sepenuhnya sebagaimana semalam sepenuh. Sepanjang hari semua sisi mereka berada dalam litar yang kering. Nampak juga saya dapat feedback daripada Hari Ashraf. Agak sedikit risaukanlah dia kalau jika keadaan litar berterusan basah sepanjang hari ini. Dia lebih yakin di sini dengan keadaan yang kering. Bagaimana dilakukan semalam dalam setiap sesi dia memang biasa menjadi yang terpantas mendahului oleh pelumba. Walaupun itulah cabaran yang diberikan oleh setiap pelumba perlumbaan ini.
So the 4 minutes remaining in the warm-up session, and as I mentioned, definitely a lot of riders will be hoping for dry weather throughout today's sessions. Again, the weather has been so unpredictable recently, and I've just opened up the weather forecast app just to get an indication of what we're going to see. And I was wondering, because we're supposed to have sunny weather this afternoon, but when I open it now, the indication is 10 a.m. Oh, we have a faller. That's a dangerous portion of the track. That's Zakwan Anas. Unfortunate fall for Zakwan Anas, who's having a great warm-up session. He's currently in third. Let's see what happened here. He just went on the brakes, and looks like probably contact. Yeah, there we go. There's contact between Zakwan Anas and Irfan Danish. But yes, looking at the weather forecast, we're going to have rain between 10 to 12 p.m. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That is 40% chance of rain. Between 2 p.m. all the way until 9 p.m. there's going to be spots of rain. So everyone get your raincoats out, get the umbrellas out. We're expecting wet weather racing today.
Waktu ini tak hujan, tapi keadaan litar separuh basah kering. Ada seorang jatuh di selekoh yang terakhir. Kita baru mengatakan mengenai keadaan. Sekali lagi Zakwan Anas.
Zakwan Anas. Two very unfortunate crashes. That's I wouldn't call them crashes, probably tumbles would be the word for it. It's just really unfortunate. And yeah, I think Zakwan Anas is realizing one thing there. Even though the cement does make it smoother, so it allows you to go over it, it's still slippery. And definitely, even in the dry or wet, cement will be slipperier than tarmac. So it's smoother, but you have to still be careful.
Itu gambaran ketika perlumbaan nanti Budana itu perkara yang perlu lebih tumpuan untuk setiap lumba. Tengok yang terakhir. Waktu ini bagi semua pelumba mereka ada masa 1 minit 45 saat lagi. Inilah 21 iaitu Shazrin Q. Absyah yang mendahului untuk sesi warm up ini, dan semalam di dalam top 3 pelumba terpantas. Dia antara nama yang akan menjadi pencabar kepada kategori ini. Ma'al Syafiq juga konsisten pada pagi ini dalam sesi warm up ini yang kedua. Semalam dia terpantas nombor 32.72 dengan Zakwan Anas nombor 2 dan yang terjatuh tadi.
It's really unlucky for Zakwan Anas in this warm-up session. But nevertheless, just a minute left in the warm-up session. Shazrin Q. Abshar looking very, very strong in this warm-up. It's very tricky conditions. So Akram Zuhazam improves up now into second. Al Shafiq Amirul holding on to third for now. The top 3 all lapping in very close lap times. There's a bit of a half-second gap down to Akram Ashraf. Ooh. Close to contact there between the likes of these two riders here. And Zaid Rosdi going back out of the track. Coming back to frame is here from Zafri. Jelawang and Chi, those are the two that almost came together there. Check flag being waved. So Akram Zul Hassan will be the first to come across there.